Hi everyone and welcome to your practice. My name's Zara and today I'll be guiding us to compass pose. It is my hope that this practice will not only lead you into a physical compass pose, but it will also help you to better connect to your own inner compass, your own inner guidance. So let's all meet together on our backs, knees bent, feet to the floor. As you come on down, let's toe heel the feet wide apart, as wide as the mat. Let the knees knock into each other. Bring your right hand to rest over your heart space and your left hand onto your belly. Invite your eyes to close. And start to shift your awareness and attention away from all of the external noise, all of the busyness. And give yourself this time to get quiet enough, still enough that you can hear your own voice, your own intuition, your own thoughts above all of that. Honoring this time as a moment to check in, to notice the inner body. And see this time as a reset of your inner compass. Okay, moving toward your own true north and reminding yourself that this is your practice, your time, and not anyone else's. Sense your breath flowing in and out of your nose, rising and falling into your palms. Encourage your breath to stretch wider, to take up space within you. And use your breath as a tool to help continually move your awareness away from anything that isn't here and now. Your breath continually rerouting your awareness, your attention into this moment. And let's keep this lovely supportive breath going in and out of the nose. And as you next exhale, toe heel your feet together, blink your eyes open. As you inhale, let's hug the right knee into the chest, wrap the hands around the right shin, and as you exhale, draw the right thigh into your chest. So you're compressing that right hip. And bring your left hand onto your left hip flexor, and then start to open your right knee out to the side. And bring your right arm now to your inner right leg and wrap your first two peace fingers around your right big toe. Let's open the right foot wide and then draw the right knee down as you find a half happy baby. All right, so this might be plenty. If you want a little bit more, you can straighten your left leg long and forward down the length of the mat and use the touch of your left hand to keep the left hip grounded. Breath free to roam around the chest and the belly. Let's rebend the left knee, cross the right ankle over the left knee, figure four. Bring your right hand to your inner right thigh and just guide your right knee away from you. And notice if that feels like enough. If so, stay here. If you want a little bit more, hinge at the hips. Wrap your hands now around the back of your left hamstring. And keep pressing your right knee away from your right shoulder. Let's relax the left foot down toward the floor. Straighten your right leg now up toward the sky and wrap your hands around the back of the right hamstring. Send the right thigh into the hands, the right hamstrings into the hands, so you're descending that right thigh bone. Go ahead and straighten your left leg long and forward down the length of the mat and stretch through the heels. As you inhale, lift your head, chin to chest, look forward, and feel all of your lower back imprint down onto the mat. And then reach your arms forward, inner arms face one another, and see if you can hover your left heel just a couple of inches away from the floor. point your feet, breathe in, find so much length. And as you breathe out, you're going to lower that right foot all the way down towards your left foot whilst maintaining the press of your low back into the floor. As you inhale, let's lift right leg up. And 2 more like that. Exhale, lower, right foot down. Inhale as you stretch it up. Let's do 1 more like this. Well done. Exhale as you lower. Inhale, bring it up. And then exhale, relax all the way down. And then go ahead and place that right foot onto the mat and squeeze your left knee into your chest. Interlace your hands around your left shin and give yourself a really good hug. And keep your left hand on your left shin. Bring your right hand to your right hip. Open your left knee wide. Half happy baby. Bring your left arm down the inside of your left leg and wrap your first 2 peace fingers around your big toe. Draw your left knee wide and down. So maybe you stay there, or again, the option is to straighten that right leg long and forward and keep the right hand centering down on that right hip. So it's a nice even weight in the left and right side of the body. Rebend your right knee, cross your left ankle over it, figure 4. Bring your left hand to your inner left thigh and just press the left knee away. Again, the option is to stay, or maybe you amplify by hugging the legs into the chest and wrapping the hands around the back of the right hamstring. And keep it active, keep moving your left knee away from your left shoulder. Let's relax that right foot down, straighten the left leg up toward the sky, wrap your hands around the back of the left hamstrings. Again, send the hamstrings into the hand. And then let's straighten that right leg long and forward. Press the back of the leg actively into the floor. As you inhale, lift your head, so look forward. Press your lower back into the mat. And then reach your arms forward so the palms are facing each other. Hover your right heel just a couple of inches away from the mat. And then as you breathe in, point your feet and stretch through your toes. As you breathe out, slowly lower left foot down to your right foot. And then as you inhale, you're going to take that left foot back up. So moving with the breath, exhale to lower the left heel. Inhale as you lift the left leg up. Exhale as you lower. Inhale as you lift. Exhale, lower. We'll find Ardha Navasana. And then inhale, Navasana. Come up into your boat pose. So bring your chest up toward your thighs as you bend your knees. Stretch your arms forward, inner arms up, palms to the ceiling. Maybe you stay there, or the option is to straighten both legs together, and we'll hold for another 3 breaths. Relax your shoulders back and down. Let's stay 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Well done. Inhale. And exhale. Let's cross the legs and roll forward. All fours, hands and knees, tabletop. Spread your hands nice and wide so you can use the base of your knuckles, fingertips to support your wrists. And let's find the tops of the feet flat today. So press down into the tops of the feet. Begin to drop the belly, arch the back, lift the chest and the chin. Should feel nice after that little bit of core work. As you exhale, press into your hands around your spine and curl your chin into your chest. Inhale, start to drop the belly, arch the back, roll the shoulders back. And then exhale as you root down, as you round, connecting breath and movement together. Really embodied and flowing meditative movement. Exhale as you round. All right, let's come forward, neutral spine on the inhale. Tuck your toes under, downward facing dog as you exhale. Let your head hang heavy. And you might want to look back toward your thighs, but notice if your head moves beyond your arms and see if you can realign your ears with your upper arms. Let's go ahead and walk the dog, bend one knee, and then the other, loosen and warm into the backs of the legs. And as you start to settle into this, let's make our way into stillness. Really press the earth away. See if you can find A little bit more length through your spine, right? Feel your hips rising high. And as you exhale, encourage your heels to melt down toward the floor. Reach your thighs toward the back of your space. Ripple forward as you inhale. Let's find a high plank pose. As you exhale, lower all the way down onto your belly. Untuck your toes, come onto your fingertips, lift your heart. Cobra as you inhale. Soften the chest down as we exhale, palms flat. Tabletop on an inhale, all fours. Child's pose as you exhale, knees wide. Big toes touch together as you stretch the hips all the way back to your heels. So really let the hips feel heavy as the arms outstretch. Reclaim balance in your breath here. So using your breath to continually bring your awareness back into this moment. Rise to tabletop, inhale, all fours, hands and knees. As you exhale, bring your knees back to hip distance. Tuck your toes under, lift your hips up and back and find downward facing dog. Take more weight onto your left foot, and as you inhale, reach your right leg up. 3-leg dog. Press even into your hands. Exhale your right knee to your nose. Tiger curl, round your upper back. Step between your hands as you inhale. And as you exhale, lower your left knee onto the floor. Let's spin the left foot around toward the right long edge of the mat. Bring your right hand now to your inner right ankle. Tent the hands, so fingertips to the floor. Sweep your left hand up toward the sky. Open your chest into this short variation of extended side angle. Squeeze your glutes, right, to send your hips forward as you lean your heart back. Let's sweep the left arm overhead, bicep in line with the ear as you inhale and create all of that space along the left side body. As you exhale, lower your left hand down, back to the mat, spin your left shin around, keep both hands to the inner right ankle. Start to push into your right foot, straighten your right leg, shift your hips back, and yet keep stretching your fingers forward so you create a lot of length in the left and right side body. Inhale, let's re-lunge, bend the right knee, roll the shoulders back, and allow your hips to sink. As you exhale, push into the fingers, right heel, rock the hips back. Inhale, let's re-lunge, let the hips sink, roll the shoulders away from each other. Exhale as you rock back. Inhale as you re-lunge, and as you exhale, bring both hands back to frame your right foot. Pick up your left knee, step back, high plank pose, shift forward as you breathe in. Lower halfway, chaturanga as you breathe out. Upward facing dog. On your inhale, roll your shoulders back. Downward facing dog as you exhale. Let's take the hips all the way up and back. Settle back into the breath. And back into your body. Let's bring the left leg high on an inhale, 3-leg dog. As you exhale, left knee to nose, tiger curl. Create the space to then inhale and step your left foot through. As you exhale, lower your right knee down. Spin your right foot around toward the left long edge of the mat. Bring your left hand to your inner left ankle and then stretch your right hand up toward the sky. Squeeze your glutes. Send your hips forward. Lengthen your tailbone. And then as you exhale, you're reaching your right arm overhead, bicep in line with the ear, and really go for all of that space along the right side. Exhale, look down, bring your right hand to your inner left ankle and spin your right shin back around. You're going to push into your left foot, shift your hips back and straighten your left leg. Really let your head go here through your arms. Inhale as you re-lunge, let your hips lower. As you roll your chest to open, exhale. Let's rock the hips back, straighten the left leg. So moving with the breath. Inhale, lunge, and as you exhale, shift it back. All right, inhale, let's re-lunge. As you exhale, bring your hands to reframe your left foot. Pick up your right knee, step back, high plank pose on an inhale. Shift forward, exhale, lower, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, hips and thighs away from the floor. And downward facing dog, as you breathe out, take it all the way up and back. Let's all take a deep breath in. Sigh it out, open the mouth. Release the breath. Right leg rises on an inhale, 3-leg dog. Now this time we're going to roll the right hip open, bend the knee, squeeze the heel into the glute. I'm using a different mat today, a very old mat, and it's very slippy. Inhale, right knee to nose, tiger curl. Let's round the upper back. As you exhale, step all the way through your hands. So this time as you inhale, you're going to keep your left hand down and twist your right hand up toward the sky. So think about rolling your left ribs right around to your inner right knee. It's almost a back bend. You're leaning into it. As you exhale, weave your right arm under your left arm, almost like thread the needle, and try and turn your chest to the left. Inhale, take that right hand up toward the sky again, lean into it. Exhale, thread right arm under left. One more like this. Inhale, right hand rises as you revolve. And then exhale, weave your right arm under your left. Wide leg fold. So stretch your fingers between your feet. Follow the direction you're going. Turn your toes in and your heels out. And it's always good to check here if your feet are in line and adjust accordingly. So toes in, heels out. Let's take a halfway lift on an in-breath and then fold. As you exhale, walk your fingers through your feet and bow your head down in between your legs. And think about hugging your elbows in like chaturanga. Halfway lift, inhale. This time turn your heels in, your toes out. Skandasana to the back of the mat as you exhale. Option to bring your hands to heart center as you breathe your heart to your thumbs. And maybe you stay here, open your arms like wings, left fingertips down, right hand up as you breathe in. Spread wide across the chest. And then as you breathe out, reseal your hands at heart center. Warrior 2, push off your left foot, open wide, find that deep bend in the right thigh as the shoulders relax away from the ears. Let's come back to your breath. And let yourself be fully in this moment, in this pose. Let's reach forward as we breathe in. Extended side angle in the breath out. So perhaps forearm to thigh or fingertips to floor down the inner right ankle. Left arm sweeps overhead, bicep in line with the ear. Again, squeeze the glutes, lengthen the tailbone down, and get even more open across your chest, even more spacious along that left side body. Exhale, look down. Bring both hands to frame your right foot. Come onto the ball mound of your left foot, runner's lunge. As you inhale, straighten your right leg and bow your nose to your knee. Look behind you. As you exhale, take a little hop in and seal your left heel 45 degrees. Halfway lift as you inhale. Can you wrap your right hip back, your left hip forward, and then fold again on the exhale, almost going up and over your right leg. Head is really heavy and bowing down with gravity's pull to the earth. Halfway lift, inhale. As you exhale, bend your right knee and slide your left toes back. Ground your palms, take a big step back, high plank pose. As you inhale, shift forward, exhale, lower, chaturanga. Upward facing dog as you breathe in. Downward facing dog as you breathe out. Let's take it all the way up and back. And then just how soon can you come back to your breath? Can you notice any shifts throughout your physical body, your energetic body, or your breath body? Perhaps a little bit more clarity now within. Let's take the weight mostly to the right foot so that we can reach the left leg up and back. 3-leg dog. Roll the left hip open, bend the knee, squeeze the heel into the glute. Left knee to nose as you inhale, tiger curl. Step between your hands as you exhale. Right hand stays down and the left hand is peeling up toward the sky as we breathe in. As you breathe out, you're threading that left arm under your right armpit. Try and turn your chest round. Inhale, let's open the left hand up toward the sky. Exhale, weave left arm under and through. Inhale as you open it up. This time wide leg fold as you exhale, left arm beneath the right arm, straighten your legs and turn and face the right long side edge of the mat. Again, toes turn in, heels out. Let's take a little halfway lift. Fold as you breathe out. This time, reach for the ankles or big toes. Bend the elbows wide. And let's bow down with a little bit more intensity. The tendency, at least for me, is to swing the weight back into the heels. So let's see if we can lean forward into the balls of the feet. Might even add a slight give in the knees, just to keep that integrity there. So we're not totally hanging out in the knee joints. All right, halfway lift, breathe in. Heels turn in, toes out, Skandasana, to the back of the mat. As you exhale, hands may come to heart center as you inhale, looking over the left shoulder. As you exhale, consider right hand reaching to the floor. And as you breathe in, let's reach that left hand up, open the arms like wings. Exhale, reseal the hands in prayer. Big transition as you inhale, warrior two, power off that right leg and soften into the left thigh as you breathe out. Reach forward as you inhale, lower forearm to thigh or fingertips to floor as you exhale. And then let's take that right arm overhead as we breathe in, stretch the right side body. Exhale, look down, bring both hands to frame your left foot. Come onto the ball mound of your right foot. And as you inhale, let's straighten the left leg, finding pyramid pose. As you exhale, take that little hop in, ground your right heel 45. Halfway lift, can you send your left hip back, right hip forward, and then fold again with that little bit of extra space. And give way into gravity, right? Try not to resist, just let the head go. Release tension in the back of the neck, the jaw, just a moment to pause. Find the breath. Halfway lift, inhale. Lunge as you exhale, deep bend in your left knee. Ground your palms, high plank pose as you inhale. Shift forward, exhale, lower, chaturanga. Upward facing dog as you inhale. You return to down dog as you exhale. Take it all the way up and back. Let's take a full breath in. Open your mouth. Sigh it out. Transfer more weight onto your left foot. Reach your right leg up as you inhale. 3-leg dog. Let's roll the hip open. Bend the knee as you exhale. Again, think about going up and wide. Maybe stay here or take it to wild thing. Shift your shoulders over your wrists and then flip. Step your right foot over your left knee. Pivot your hips and your heart up toward the sky. Exhale, look down. Return your right hand to the mat and re-reach your right leg up. 3-leg dog. Exhale, right knee to nose, tiger curl. Inhale, step all the way through your hands. And as you exhale, lower your left knee to the floor. So as we did before, we're going to spin our left foot back around to the right long side edge of the mat. And then bring your right hand to your inner right ankle. Lower your right shoulder and weave your right hand under your right ankle. See if you can bring it now to the outside edge, right? The pinky side edge of your right foot. Now maybe this is as far as you go. This is plenty. Remember, we're following our own intuition, our own inner compass. If you want to go further, you're going to bring your left hand to your outside edge, to the outside edge of your right foot. Ground into your right hand and see if you can pick up your right foot. And maybe just an inch or so. Now those of you that can, keep kicking the foot into the hand. See if you can straighten the leg as you peer underneath your left armpit. And then maybe we can breathe here as well. I know, a lot to think about. And then exhale, let's rebend the knee, unravel the bind, release the back leg, and reframe your right foot. Go ahead and pick up your left knee as you inhale. Let's toe heel the right foot over to the left wrist, and as we exhale, lower the right knee down to the right wrist and find pigeon pose. Let's work the left leg back behind, lift the chest, and you might even take a quick peek over your left shoulder. Just make sure your left leg is going straight back behind you, and then let's fold over our right leg. Maybe you're here, arms forward, maybe you're on the forearms, or maybe you're here on the hands, right? No right or wrong, just working with the feedback that you are receiving from your body, moving mindfully enough to honor that. Sending the breath into the places that need it. And continually bringing your attention back into this moment. With your next inhale, walk your hands back toward you. And as you exhale, tuck the back toe under to work the back knee in. When you can take weight into the hands, take a big step back, downward facing dog. Just let the blood return down that right leg. You might even lift a little and turn it a time or two. It's rotating the right thigh in the hip socket. Can feel really nice. All right, let's find the second side. Left leg rises as you inhale. Roll the hip open, bend the knee, squeeze the heel into the glute as you exhale. So option to pause there, that's plenty, or wild thing. Shift your shoulders over your wrists and then step left foot over the right knee as you pivot your hips and your heart up to the sky. Let's follow our gaze through to that top left hand. Return to three-leg dog. Left hand to the mat, left leg rises on the in-breath. Exhale, left knee to nose, tiger curl. Inhale, step between your hands. And as you exhale, lower right knee down. Spin your right foot around the left long side edge of the mat and bring your left hand to your inner left ankle. Lower your left shoulder and weave your left hand around your left ankle. So now it's on the outside edge of the foot. Now bring your right hand to the pinky side edge of your left foot. And then ground into that left hand. Maybe you pick up the left foot. Perhaps you can straighten that left leg. Dig into your left arm for support as you roll your right chest back. Left shoulder under. Compass pose. Or a variation of it anyway. Exhale, bend the knee, release the bind, and bring both hands back around to frame the left foot. Whew, oh my goodness, big opening. Let's tuck that back toe under, pick up the back knee, wiggle, left foot to the right, and then lower, left knee down to the left. Work the right leg back behind you, pigeon pose on the second side. Let's lift the heart, lift the head. And then just as far as you like, fold. You might come down onto the forearms. Some of us will walk the arms forward fully, bow the heart and the head down. Knowing that the hard work is done. Just taking this time for receiving. Allow your next inhale to help you as you come back up. And as you exhale, just work that right knee in, little caterpillar walk. Press into the hands, big step back, downward facing dog. Just call on your breath to bring you back here. And as you exhale, lower the knees down and we'll find tabletop. Bring our knees to one side, sit the hips to the other side, swing the legs all the way around and forward for Dandasana staff pose. Reach your arms up, biceps in line with your ears, actively press the backs of your legs into the floor. And then fold forward any amount over your legs. Little halfway lift as you breathe in and fold as you breathe out. Calm your breath. Calm your heart. And as you find this forward curl, just use the introspective shape of this pose, at the closing in, to help encourage your awareness, your attention to shift back to your inner body, your inner compass, your inner knowing that we are all our own best teachers. Halfway lift, inhale. Let's come all the way out as we exhale. Bend the knees, step the feet onto the floor. Position yourself in the middle of the mat and make sure you have a good bit of space behind you. Reach your arms forward, inner arms up, palms to the sky. And then with control, begin to recline vertebra by vertebra. Let's come all the way down. You bring your right hand to rest over your heart space, your left hand onto your belly. Walk your heels back into your glutes. Toe heel your feet wide apart. And let your knees knock in to each other. And once again, sensing the breath rising and falling into the palms. Allowing everything to come full circle now. Let's bring the arms down along our sides, toe heel the feet together. Press into your hands, press into your feet simultaneously. Squeeze your glutes and lift your hips up. Finding your active bridge pose. You can stay here, or as you walk the arms in, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Maybe you can interlace your hands behind you. Drive down into the pinky side edge of the hands as you lift, inflate the chest up toward the chin. Keep lifting the chin away from the chest. Tailbone long and down, chest open, heart open, breath free. Release your arms and release your hips down. Let's hug the knees into the chest. Give yourself a good squeeze and a little rock from side to side. It's massaging and taking care of the back body. Happy baby, draw the knees apart, flex the feet, take hold of the big toes and draw the knees wide and down together to the armpits. Bring your feet together, your knees together, give yourself a final good squeeze. And then release your legs long and forward, down the length of the mat and come right into your Shavasana. Release the breath. Release any physical effort still held or felt. And take this time to rest and receive fully all of the work of your practice. As you find your inner compass reset, your intuition heightened, your awareness heightened. Rest and receive in Shavasana.